is, there's two things that I really liked. Is one is one of the previous versions you had was the Sony Ericsson, which had a Xenon light.
Yeah.
This is the first cell phone since then that we've seen that has a Xenon light.
Yeah, so we sat there.
And when you're going, what in the world is that?
This makes lots of noise.
He's making the noises.
Yeah, he sat there.
Are you going to turn on your light?
Yeah, let's see. Take a photo.
Okay. So he's taking a photo, getting ready to take a photo.
Let me see.
Turn on your light.
I know, I got to.
Okay.
There you go. See that?
See?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you turned it off.
Okay.
You just took it for the picture. So
Okay, got it.
what this means when you've got a Xenon light, not only do you have something you can use like a little flashlight with you at all the times. When you're taking pictures or video, you can turn on the flash and take it.
I know. I gotta get to the menu again. Okay,
See, part of it is when on these functions, if you don't use that functions that often, you kind of forget.
Oh, actually, I'm all thumbs when it comes to the function. Basically, if you want it to run on all the time, it won't stay. Okay, on. It's always. I got it on the always on the video side, which means you can use it as a flashlight
So
at night.
actually, shoot this way. I know we've got lights shining here.
Oh yeah, well, she got a really nice picture on her from this, and it does a good video because we were playing. Shooting the videos on it, but then,
Well, actually, you know what's cool is we took pictures.
I sit there and
I took pictures with my friends, and one had a BlackBerry, one had an iPhone, and I had this one. And the quality of the picture for this one was far superior, noticeably, than the BlackBerry or the iPhone.
They said, it does good video recording. They said
and they didn't have a Xenon light
that's
either.
right. It's got the
Actually,
light.
one of them didn't have a light.
Well, they didn't have a light. But
No.
that was absolutely. We would not get a cell phone because we knew that, for instance, we knew that the Sony Ericsson down the line, which they weren't carrying in this country, did have new Xenon lights with it. So we were waiting, but then
actually that was one of our requirements, was to have a Xenon light in it.
Yeah, because you realize how dark it gets at some of the places we go, and when you can just go to your cell phone and turn the light on. And also, another cute little thing about this phone, for our business is it's got an audio recorder built into it.
Oh, that's
so
when
you
you're out
can actually use this instead of a tape. If your battery runs out of your tape recorders, you sit there and just turn the audio recorder on and use this like it's an audio recorder. The only drawback with this one, they said, is the audio is not as good as on some of the other phones the manufacturer, but then it's irrelevant because the way you're using it, you don't need to have stereo audio.
It's basically a backup.
It's a backup system.
The other part is you can listen to this phone with earplugs, with your Bluetooth.
Or with your Bluetooth.
Or without.
Oh, also I did hear, I'm going to say something that because they said that the earphone you basically have to buy, because of the pin connector, I think it said it's a 3mm.
It's a little tiny.
You basically have to get a specialty earphone to go with this. They said that, one of the guys said it's a $19 pile of you-know-what from AT&T, or you can get a more expensive version. He said, if you're not going to use the Bluetooth, which is what we use, or it does have a great speakerphone. He said you have to go get a top-end set of earpieces to walk around with, but you can use it just like it was an iPod.
Oh, actually, you know what? Call me right now. I'll put mine on speakerphone.
Okay,
or put it on speakerphone.
I know. I have to go through all of these things to get it on. I know. It likes to make noise. Mine makes noise, or it doesn't.
It sounds like the fish noise. And put the speakerphone on. I have a louder ring. Okay, actually, I'm going to go on the other ring. And
she's got to answer, so.
Hello?
Oh, I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, so you're on the speakerphone.
Yeah, so you can basically see how well that speakerphone is.
And it sounds really good. Now, here's the great part, is even though you're supposed to be driving hands-free,
see that? Yeah, and that's because it's really got I mean, you can up the volume on this speakerphone almost as much as you want. So it really is a good solid thing. Of course, you can always tell we get too close because it wows.
But actually, I mean, they could hear on, that was pretty good.
I know. So they said the speakerphone on it is excellent. I mean, we're giving you our review. We're also telling you, because actually we've got 5 pages of reviews here about it. You know, I mean, it's everything on it. We're trying to give you how we've been using it.
Oh, actually, you know, one of my favorite parts on here, I'm going to show you, is that this is a touch screen, but it's also a keyboard.
Yeah, it does both. I mean, you can sit there and play. You could, you know, end up.
Well, when you're, for example, you're composing a text message. Okay.
Actually, you can, you can go. We don't send it. We don't text. We go. If we want a text message, we Twitter. Twitter costs us nothing to send text messages to the people that are paying attention to us.
Yeah, that's true. Now here's one right here. This is one of my friends, Christine. So I can put it up on the cell phone. I'm going to go ahead and show you. I can put it up on the cell phone, and you're going to see that it shows the conversation that we had. Oh yeah, you've seen those conversation things on other phones too. But it's really kind of cool because yes, you can do that on here too. And my favorite part is, even though this is touch screen, one of my biggest beefs, I love the iPhone. I think it's great. The Palm Pre, I think is great, but I'm not changing to Sprint. The BlackBerry, I think is great for email, but I like all the other toys.
Yeah, no, but this one does, you know, I mean, like I said, you saw the problems I was having because I'm big thumb touchscreens, but I can use the keyboard to do most of this stuff. So, you know, I actually use the keyboard more than the other thing.
Well, part of the challenge that I had with the iPhone is it's touchscreen. The BlackBerry had an easier time to use because it's touchscreen. But on the iPhone, if I don't hit the touchscreen right, it doesn't go, and then I end up fat fingering it and getting the wrong number. But the LG, I can use the side of my fingernail to make a difference.
And it won't make any, you know, it's just the way it works. But it's just, I mean, it's not an iPhone, but you can't add apps to it also. There's a limited amount that you can at the moment. And it will increase more as it goes along.
Which is really kind of cool. Because here's the thing is, I think the apps are fun. But the people that I know that have the apps, the iPhone I think is really cool. They use it because of the coolness factor. Everybody else has it. But like my brother specifically got a BlackBerry instead of an iPhone because his wife, who has an iPhone, the kids always take her telephone, spend all the time playing on the games. Yeah. And they always run out the battery.
Yeah. But we were.
But the games are much better.
I think we were at the NAB's, the National Association of Broadcasters, event for Sony Pro Vegas.
Yeah.
And the woman next to Notaspringchick was sitting there with her, Twitter. She had one something like this, twittering away on it. She's putting things up on Twitter. But, and the other people, they had their expensive iPhones and they're going like this, and she just got her keyboard. You
get your keyboard. And I know that iPhone said that they're coming out with one later. I don't know.
Well, they are. It's the one that's, I think it's the one that's pissing off everybody at the moment. Okay. Because it's going to cost less than the one that they currently are buying.
Like the BlackBerry, a lot of them have like little keyboards here. I know the one my brother has, I think it's the Storm, has the keyboard, a QWERTY keyboard on the screen. Yeah. But it's still a touch screen.
It doesn't work. I hate touch screens.
I know.
Okay. An example of touch screens is Notaspringchick has a brand new HP touchscreen computer. Yeah. Which basically I haven't put a figure out how to make it work.
I'm still trying to get the fingerprints to work.
Yeah. But I go to the keyboard. See, I think the keyboard is more important to people that basically learn to type on a typewriter.
Well. Okay.
Yeah, because I learned to type on a typewriter, so everything is natural on the keyboard, whereas a touch screen, how hard do you push it? I mean, it took me a while to figure out how to answer the phones on this one. Well, because the phone function is all touch screen. That's right. You got to either accept it or not accept it, and then you turn your speaker on or whatever, so it's all touch screen. So it was new to me, but I figured it out eventually.
Well, one of the reasons also I like this is that it's very durable.